This is in connection to the talks between the United States and India when it comes to ironing out all trade issues. More breaking news coming in. One more round of US-India delegation level talks took place on the entire tariff issue. Reports suggest there was mutual agreement on farm products as well as coming to a consensus over a legal framework to ensure parity between both the sides when it comes to a balanced trade equation. That is the big piece of news that's coming in when it comes to the discussions between the two sides, between India and the United States, in the wake of Trump's tariff offensive against every nation in the globe. The big indication that's coming in that India is slowly inching towards a deal with the United States because there was some level of consensus when it comes to farm products as well as mutual agreements as well as legal frameworks to ensure parity between both the sides in achieving a fair trade deal that the US can stomach and India can also expand its interests in the United States. That is the big piece of news that's coming in on the economic front, as there was a fresh round of talks on the tariff issue between the delegations of both India and the United States as nations scramble to achieve this deal with the Trump administration to tackle the entire tariff storm. To get more details, I'm joined by my colleague Pallavi Ghosh on the broadcast. So Pallavi, are we closer to a deal, or is this another step forward into a wider kind of understanding with the United States?
Well, there are going to be one or two more rounds of these kind of delegation level talks. That's what we have been told by our finance ministry sources. But Ayushman, this is an important development because we do expect the first tranche or the first level of the tariff level success talks between India and America sometime in the end of July or August. So that's why these kind of backroom meetings are very, very critical. What was essentially discussed was 2 points. One, of course, is that how to find an amicable parity where India's concerns regarding the agriculture or farm products are met, but at the same time, some of the demands and requests, I would use that word, coming in from America on some of their products, for example, dry fruits, for example, maize, certain varieties of rice. How is it to also that kind of parity comes in to ensure that India's farmers' interests are protected? The second important is the kind of legal framework. There are legal frameworks which also need to be kept in mind because of reciprocal tariff concerns, and that was also something which was discussed in detail. So we are told that there should be 2 or 3 more such rounds of meetings, and then the first big step or some kind of a closure as far as the Indo-US tariff talks are concerned can be expected.
Right. Thank you, Pallavi, for getting us that big update when it comes to India and the United States achieving this deal to iron out all trade issues.
Network 18, the undisputed leader of news networks, way ahead of the times.